Hi, my name's Scott Hay, and I'm the co-founder of Potential in Me. One of the questions that I've been quite regularly asked over the last few years since setting up Potential in Me is why I did it. Why was it important to me? What was the purpose and intention behind it? So I wanted to share that with you. And the answer is that it actually stems back from, around 15 years ago when I worked in a large organisation and through being in leadership roles developed a real passion for coaching. And through that passion, I got involved in community projects, one being one called Growing for Confident Kids in Edinburgh. That involved me going out to a children and family centre and coaching the staff who worked there, so typically youth workers and family workers. And whilst I was there, I would inevitably be sitting in the waiting room before seeing the member of staff, and I would see a lot of the families coming in and out. And I could just see in them a lot of the struggle and challenges that they were facing day to day. I could see it in them physically, I could see it in their behaviours, I could see it in how they were communicating. Then fast forward 5 or 6 years, and I remember watching a TV documentary series about what would be called a disadvantaged area in the west of Scotland. And when I saw the kind of lives that a lot of the people were living, the families were living, it was very similar to what I'd seen and experienced in the Children and Family Centre. The same struggles, and that it was a generational thing. Generation after generation, living the same way, living the same lifestyle, making the same choices, facing the same struggles. And alongside all of that, my wife and I are kinship carers. So we directly were able to relate to a lot of the struggles and the challenges that are going on for those families. Those constant phone calls from the school, those meetings with the school, meetings and sessions with CAMS, involvement with social work and everything that brings, which I understand from both sides, for you as a service user, as they would call you, and social work themselves. All the other organisations around about, and desperately seeking to get the support that you need, but wondering how on earth you get it and whether it's going to be valuable for you. I get all of that. Having your own frustrations and your own worries and your own doubts about what you can do to make things better. Wanting to just be able to fix things, get your cape on, have that magic wand where you can just wave it and everything will be sorted and life will be great. If only that was the case. But what that has done is given me a much greater understanding of children, young people and families going through those kind of challenges. I've lived the experience of it. That's why Potential in Me matters. That's why creating Potential in Me matters. I get it. But what really helped was educating, learning more about our particular challenges, understanding ourselves and how to manage our well-being better, understanding our nephew and his particular challenges better, and what we could and couldn't do to influence all of that. But actually there's a lot that we could do. And one of our frustrations was, we understand things now, but what do we do? How do we make things better? And I've got a much better understanding of that now through that lived experience. So I absolutely connect with those other families, parents and carers who are experiencing that. And my experience of working in large and small organisations across all the sectors has helped me to understand the challenges of managing young people, leading multi-generational teams. And all of that's really important as well. It's that whole wraparound in terms of the network of support around young people. And that's what we help the adults in young people's lives to do as well, to really understand young people better, have better conversations with each other, and to become more resourceful and resilient. So imagine a world where homes, schools, youth organisations, companies, organisations, public service departments. Imagine a world where we all understood ourselves and each other better in those settings. Imagine what that would mean for the communities, society as a whole, the world as a whole. Imagine a world where we communicated much better. We listened really deeply and actively. We asked great questions to help understand ourselves and each other better. Where we really connected with each other. Imagine that in homes, schools, organisations, communities. Imagine a world where we felt really resourceful. We felt much more resilient. We had much deeper compassion and empathy for each other. Imagine what that difference would make in homes, schools, etc. Imagine the kind of relationships that we would have then, rather than perhaps some of the relationships we have now. Imagine how that could create a much brighter future for everyone. And that's why it's our Potential in Me tagline. So I hope that's given you more of a feel for what I'm about, what our team is about. We share all of the value and the passion for creating that world, and how we could potentially help you and the young people in your lives. If that resonates with you, we'd love to hear from you. So please do feel free to pick up the phone, drop us an email, and we'd love to have a chat. Thank you for watching. And being a coach, I'm going to leave you with a question. We love questions as coaches. So what could you do to positively impact the young people in your life? Have a think about that. And thank you for watching again.